So Nidhi joins us from Noida, which is in Delhi in India. So today Nidhi will be talking on when the applause fades. The loudest feedback a speaker receives is applause, but it's also the most misleading. When the applause fades, what truly matters is connection, influence, and the quiet shifts we create in people, because the real work of a speaker begins when the clapping stops. Please applaud for Nidhi Saini.
Yay! Thank you. But this is the moment that matters most to a speaker. Not when the applause is going on, not when the mic is on, and not when the lights are bright, but after the clappings stop. Because applause, my friends, is loud, but what comes after it is honest. I hope the silence is not your honesty. There's a lot more coming up. And today I want to talk to you about that moment, what happens when the applause fades. So let me take you back in time. 1st February, exactly the same date, 5 years back, I joined Toastmasters. And let me confess, I didn't join Toastmasters to change lives. I joined for recognition and, yes, for applause. So I was a part of a small community of coaches. And there I would see a few coaches post about their wins within a group of people who would meet every now and then to speak. Who needs just to speak? But I would see certificates, trophies, contests. Wow. But I wanted that space for myself too. The selfish, greedy part of me was seeking pleasure through validation. Anybody here who seeks validation? Oh, I'm not alone. And that's how I came to know about Toastmasters for the first time. And there I was, seeking applause. However, after a few meetings, I realized I had much to learn. The first thing I realized was Toastmasters applaud on everything they can lay their hands on. You're good. You give a bad speech, very good. You pause, well done. You make a mistake, well done. Oh my God, it is so damn misleading. But well, wasn't that exactly what I was seeking? So I enjoyed the applause. I moved on, and the applause kept pushing me further. But with each speech, I was pushing myself out of my comfort zone, opening up emotions, stories I hadn't even expressed before. Vulnerability brought me closer to my true self. Toastmasters somehow gave me that permission to express, permission to explore myself. I spoke, I improved, I collected certificates, I collected applause. And then one fine day, contests happened. In 2022, I was disqualified at the club level itself. In 2023, I happened to win the district international speech contest. Wow, I felt like a celebrity. The applause was loud. And it became louder when I reached the semi-finals of the World Championship of Public Speaking. Wow. Congratulations were many. I loved it. Who wouldn't? In 2024, I won at the district level again and hoped to face further, maybe this time to the finals. Okay, nothing happened. That's it. By 2025, I had a quiet expectation inside me. Maybe a hat trick at the district ISC finals. I prepared hard, I gave my best, and guess what? I didn't win. Someone else did. But you know what? He truly, truly, truly deserved it. I was the first runner up in 2025. Did I feel bad? Actually, no, because the winner was too good. I learned so many things when I listened to his speech. Internally, I was at peace. But externally, something now changed. The applause changed. People congratulated me. Now listen to the way congratulations came up. Oh, Nidhi, well tried. Mhm. Better luck next time. Oh, you were great too. And these were the same people who were rooting for my success, who were constantly telling me, you're the best. That moment taught me something important. Applause loves winners, but silence reveals the meaning. Anybody here who has experienced this? When the applause fades? Anybody? Well, I hope you don't. Well, later that day, over a cup of tea, few people came up to me and said, Nidhi, I don't remember who won, who didn't, but something you said on stage today stayed with me. You made me think. You impacted, that line of yours impacted me. And that's when the real question surfaced. Not why didn't I win, but what am I really here for? Because when the plot fades, three things show up. I will share those three things with you, what I have understood in this little journey. First, silence. No clapping, no validation, just you and your truth. That is what stays with you. The second that stays is intention. What did I say what I said? To impress or to contribute or create an impact? That intention matters. And the third is what is left behind, the residue. Not how people felt in the room, but what stayed with them after they left. And this is where the entire game changes. Applause is a moment, impact is a residue. And here's the trap many speakers fall into. Applause is visible. I can hear it. I can see it. It's immediate, it's measurable. You like my speech, you'll applaud for me. But impact is quiet. It is delayed. It's invisible. May not happen at that moment, but it stays. Applause is public, impact is private, impact is purpose, impact is direction, impact is responsibility. And that realization changed my relationship with speaking and my work. So in October, so in October 2025, when the contest season started again in Toastmasters, I asked myself a hard question. Do I want to collect more trophies or do I want to stand for what's beyond those trophies? And that's when a friend said something that she made the decision so much easier for me. He said, Nidhi, you have nothing to prove to anyone. That line echoed in my mind for days and for weeks. I could acknowledge, I could acknowledge that validation gives so much of an adrenaline rush and makes us feel so valuable that we start chasing it. I could acknowledge that it was the same thing that was happening to me. But my purpose was bigger than this. With time, I realized I needed to validate myself first, not waiting for the world to validate me. So I made a conscious choice. I chose not to participate in contests, which was a sigh of relief for many and for me too. Because the decision didn't mean that contests don't matter. They do. They teach you discipline, they teach you structure, they teach you excellence. And I can see so many wonderful speakers and champions sitting here. But because my purpose had grown beyond trophies and winning. So today, my work allows me to connect with people who are finding their voice. I help them learn to speak without fear and be understood. And that's when I also understood something very deeply. Applause answered the question, did they like me? Do you guys like me? Purpose answers the question, did I matter? Did I create the impact? The impact of my work and my intent shifted the moment I thought about this. Trophies don't travel with you. Whatever you stand for, it does. If I have to come to Australia, I'm not going to get my trophy. I'm going to get what I believe in. So let me leave you with this one particular thought. Whether you're a Toastmaster, you're a leader, you're an educator, or someone who simply uses words or creates content, after your next speech, when the lights are off, when the room is empty, when the applaud has faded, don't ask, how was I? Just ask, what impact did I leave behind? And on that note, you may applaud. Thank you. Over to you.